of Grifton. Joe, good to have you with us, sir.
Thank you, Reece.
Joe, why did you decide to make this run? You haven't run before.
No, sir. No, sir. I've never run for any office. The reason I'm running this time is we need some fresh ideas, new ideas in Grifton. Grifton is dying at a very fast pace.
How long have you lived in Grifton?
My wife and I bought our house in Grifton in 1990.
It's been a while.
Yes, sir. My son grew up there.
30 years.
My son grew up there, just moved back to Grifton with his 3 children. So it's it's a great homecoming for my son to move back.
But what do you see happening what do you see that should be happening?
Well, our town has a lot of resources. We're a waterfront community on both sides, and we're not embracing that. I feel like that if we could get several things done in Grifton, one, promoting Grifton to get put on the North Carolina Paddling Trail, which is a trail, a network of trails all throughout the states.
Grifton's not on that trail?
No, sir, for kayaking, canoeing, and boating. I noticed on the Roanoke River, they have these camping platforms that are just phenomenal. They're just great.
Yeah.
Where people can take several days and
people do look at those sources. They do look at them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See what's going on.
Yes, sir. And most of these platforms were built from rural grants. I'd like to see us have a walk bridge to connect the two sides of Grifton, with Grifton being part in Lenoir County
One
and
Pitt
part in
County
Grifton.
and one Lenoir.
Yes, sir, and one in Pitt County. A walk bridge between the boat ramp and our campground. We've got a beautiful little campground. Every time the creek floods, the campground gets damaged.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
It's time to do something about it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've got, I believe there's one gentleman that is interested in leasing the campground to help promote it. It's a wonderful little campground that we have full hookups.
It could flourish.
Yes, sir, it could, with the right promotions.
Well, now the mayor that you have now has been the mayor for 16 years.
Yes, sir. Billy Ray Jackson. He's a wonderful individual. But I think it's time for a change. It's like I've told everybody, Reece, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm not the dullest either. You know,
You're pretty sharp, Joe.
We're wanting to have a very open Grifton. My door will always be open to whoever wants to come in and discuss
You'll be the mayor
idea.
for all the people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is my slogan, moving forward together. And with the help of our citizens in Grifton, we can move our town forward. It's not going to happen overnight. I've also said if I can't get it done and get something done in 4 years, I'll step aside, let somebody else take it.
But you fully believe you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. There's a lot of people that have tried in years past to get me to do this, and I've said no. But I think it's time. I think it's time for Grifton to grow. Our grocery store hopefully will be open in October. Buddy Huggins is doing a wonderful job with rebuilding the old Piggly Wiggly in Grifton.
It's right there in Grifton.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'd like to see us back and have another drugstore with as many elderly people as we have in Grifton. It's hard for them to have to go to
Yes.
Vanceboro or Aden
Yes.
to get there.
A store right there could prosper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'd like to look at a chain store, maybe a Walgreens
Yeah.
or a CVS. Other businesses.
It's right there on the bypass too. So
Yes, sir. With the 2 new highways we've got coming in to Grifton with the Southwest Bypass and the Harvey Parkway dumping out basically in Grifton, we're wide open
yeah,
for development. And we need to develop towards the highway because most of Grifton is in a floodplain.
all right, Joe. How does your lovely wife feel about this venture?
Well, she's got she's got mixed feelings.
I'm sure she has.
You know, she's worried more about my health than anything. I am a 7-time heart attack survivor.
7?
7. I've had 7 heart attacks, 8 bypasses, 2 open hearts, and 19 heart catheterizations.
You don't give up easily.
No, sir. The big guy's got something else for me to do.
Amen. Amen.
And I just got, about 2 months ago, got a defibrillator and a pacemaker.
How's that working for you?
Oh, it's working fantastic. The
It's
people,
amazing.
yes, sir. The people at Carolina East, you couldn't find a better hospital. The staff at Carolina East is just unbelievable.
We've got so much right here available to us.
It is. One other thing I'd like to mention is a hub, a distribution hub for, let's say, Dollar General, Walmart, or Amazon. Grifton is so centrally located in the east that we're a stone's throw basically
Right
from
near
Greenville, Kinston, Goldsboro, Jacksonville, Newbern, and the coast. So it would be a perfect opportunity for one of these companies to come in and to build a warehouse, and it would bring in so many jobs to our people of Grifton. We have the labor force. We just need the business to, you know,
And now with your son moving back, that's a plus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My son does computer work.
So does mine.
In Grifton, he is pretty well known around town with his computer work, and he's very inexpensive, and he's very thorough. And how do I want to say this?
He cares. He cares.
He's elderly friendly.
I love that. Love that.
Okay, he doesn't mind taking the time to teach.
Amen.
So, you know.
Reaching out that helping hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most people know me as JoJo the Rock and Roll Clown.
Say that one more time.
JoJo the Rock and Roll Clown. I worked with WSFL out of Newbern.
I'm very familiar with them.
Many, many years ago, I did a lot of their fundraisers and benefits. I love children. Children are my passion. One big thing I have promised in Grifton, I will not take my mayoral salary. It will be put into a trust fund to build a splash park at one of our parks in Grifton. We have got to do something to keep our children in Grifton. We've got to do something to keep them out of trouble and give them something to do.
And the resources are there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With all the land that the town owns because of the flooding, you can't really build anything on them. But there are things that we can do on that property. A dog park.
You can elevate.
Well, it's difficult to elevate that high. But with the land that we've got, we can use for parks.
Amen.
And walking trails. We've got some beautiful paths in Grifton that could be done as a walking trail. We've got plenty of land for a dog park.
Joe, our time is up, but I believe, without a doubt, you are about as excited about your venture here as anybody could be.
Yes, sir, I am. There's no better
reason.
town in North Carolina than Grifton.
All right, Joe Scott. Folks, I know you've enjoyed this conversation. Joe Scott is obviously very dedicated. There's no question about that, with his family as well. We all, and I know I'm repetitious in this, but I can't say it too many times. Let's get involved. Let's you and I be a part of what's going on with them. Make it better for all of us. Hope you've enjoyed the whole hour. Till next time, good night and good luck.